द्वाविंशः सर्गः The 22nd chapter. सीताया वचनं श्रुत्वा परुषं राक्षसाधिपः प्रत्युवाच ततः सीतां विप्रियं प्रियदर्शनाम्. Upon hearing the harsh and unpleasant words of the beautiful looking Devi Sita, the king of Rakshasas replied thus: यथा यथा सान्त्वयिता वश्यस्त्रीणां तथा तथा यथा यथा प्रियं वक्ता परिभूतस्तथा तथा. The more a lover tries to pacify a woman and speak lovingly to her, the more he is slighted and humiliated. सन्नियच्छति मे क्रोधं त्वयि कामः समुत्थितः द्रवतो मार्गमासाद्य हयानिव सुसारथिः. My desire for you is keeping my anger in check, just as a charioteer keeps horses in check from running towards a wrong path. वामः कामो मनुष्याणां यस्मिन् किल निबध्यते जने तस्मिंस्त्वनुक्रोशः स्नेहश्च किल जायते. Love is indeed crooked. Whomsoever it sprouts in, it generates compassion and friendliness in that person. एतस्मात् कारणान्न त्वां घातयामि वरानने वधार्हामवमानार्हाम् मिथ्या प्रव्रजिते रताम्. O beautiful faced one, because of this reason I am not going to hit you, who deserves to be killed, who deserves to be insulted, and who lives a deluded life of asceticism. Parushani havakyani yani yani bravishi mam teshu teshu vadho yuktastava maithili darunah. O Maithili, whichever harsh sentences you have spoken to me, you deserve a dreadful death for each of those. Eva muktva tu vaidehim Ravano rakshasadhipah Krodha sandrambha sanyuktah Sita muttaramabravit. Speaking thus to Devi Vaidehi, Ravana, the king of Rakshasas, now overcome with rage, addressed Devi Sita once again. Dvau masau rakshitavyau me yo vadhiste maya kritah tatah shayanamaroha mamatvam varavarnini. I shall set aside a duration of 2 months for you. After that, O beautiful one, you must come share my bed. Urdhvam dvabhyam tu masabhyam bhartaram mamanichhati mamatvam pratarasharthamalabhante mahanase. If you do not desire me as a husband, even after those 2 months, you shall be sent to the kitchen to be cooked as breakfast for me. Tam tarjyamanam samprekshya Rakshasendrena Janakim Devagandharva Kanyasta Vishe Durvikrite Kshanaha. Looking at Devi Janaki being threatened and insulted thus, the daughters of Devas and Gandharvas accompanying Ravana felt a deep sorrow visible through their distressed eyes. Oshthaprakairaipara Vaktranetraistatha paraha Sitamashvasayamasustarjitam tena rakshasa. Some with the movement of their lips, and yet others with the gestures of their eyes and their faces, started consoling Devi Sita, who was being threatened by that Rakshasa. Tabhirashvasita Sita Ravanam Rakshasadhipam Uvachatmahitam Vakyam vritta-shaundirya-garvitam. Having thus been consoled by them, Devi Sita, empowered by the power of her virtues, spoke these words of wisdom to Ravana. Nunam nate janah kaschidasti nishreyase sthitah nivarayati yo natvam karmanosmadvigarhitat. Obviously, there is no one in your council who stands for your well-being, who advises and prevents you from doing this despicable act. Mam hi dharmatmanah patnim shachimiva shachipatehe tvadanyastrishu lokeshu prarthayen manasapikah. Who else other than you in all the three worlds would even seek me, the wife of the righteous Lord Rama, just as Sachi Devi is to Indra, even in their thoughts. Rakshasadhama Ramasya Bharyamamita Tejasah Uktavanasi Yat Papam Kvagatastasya Mokshyase. O lowest of Rakshasas, where can you go to escape the sin that you have accrued by uttering these sinful words to the wife of the radiant Lord Rama? Yatha druptascha matangah shashascha sadrisho yudhi tatha matanga vadramastvani cha shashavat smritah. A battle between the both of you is like that between a mighty elephant and a measly rabbit. It is well known among people that Lord Rama is as valiant as an elephant and you are as lowly as a rabbit. Sattvamikshvakunatham vai kshipan niha nalajjase chakshushor vishayantasya natavadupagachasi. You are not ashamed of belittling Rama, the best of Ikshvakus, in his absence. You have so far not dared to even enter his line of sight. Ime te nayani krure virupe krishna pingale kshitau napatite kasman mama narya nirikshitah. These cruel and dark coppery eyes of yours, which are looking at me, O dishonorable one, I wonder why they haven't fallen on the ground yet. Tasya dharmatmanah patnim snusham dasharathasya cha katham vyaharato mam te najihva vyavashiryate. Addressing the wife of the righteous Lord Rama and the daughter-in-law of King Dasharatha, why doesn't your tongue shrivel up and perish? Asandeshattu Ramasya tapasaschanupalanaat natvam kurmi dashagriva bhasma bhasmarhate jasa. Not having received Rama's command and following a life of asceticism are the only reasons why I am stopping myself from reducing you to ashes with my radiance at this very instance. Napahartumaham shakya tvaya ramasya dhimatah vidhistava vadharthaya vihito natra sanshayah. I was unable to be abducted by you in Rama's presence. Destiny has planned it this way only to bring about your death undoubtedly. Shurena dhanada bhratra balai samuditena cha apohya ramang kasmadhi dara chauryam tvaya kritam. Why else would this abduction of Rama's wife in stealth have been done by a warrior like you, who has a mighty army and who has the Lord of Wealth Kubera for a brother? Sitaya vachanam shrutva Ravano rakshasadhipah vivritya nayani krure Janaki manvavaikshata. Upon hearing the words of Devi Sita, Ravana, the king of Rakshasas, glared his cruel eyes and looked at Devi Janaki. Neelajimuta sankasho Mahabhuja shirodharaha Simha sattvagati shriman Deepta jihvagralochanaha. The prosperous Ravana resembled a thick rain cloud with mighty arms supporting his head, with the ferocious gait of a lion, and with a blazing tongue and burning eyes. Chalagramacutapranshuschitramalyanulepanaha Raktamalямbaradharastaptangada. His crown was shaking on his head. He was adorned in blazing red garlands and garments that seemed to be burning up, and the golden ornaments he was adorned in seemed to be set ablaze. Shroni sutrena mahata mechakena susamvritaha amritotpadanadhena bhujageneva mandaraha. He was draped in a thick black thread around his waist, which looked like the giant serpent Vasuki tied around Mount Mandara during the churning of the Milky Ocean for nectar. Tabhyam saparipurnabhyam bhujabhyam rakshaseshvaraha shushubhe chalasankashaha shringabhyamiva mandaraha. That lord of Rakshasas with full-fledged arms shined like Mount Mandara itself with 2 mountain peaks. Tarunaditya varnabhyam kundalabhyam vibhushitaha raktapallava pushpabhyam ashokabhyam ivachalaha. He was adorned with 2 earrings which shined with the radiance of the early morning sun, like a large mountain adorned with 2 large Ashoka trees with red flowers and foliage. Sakalpa vriksha pratimu vasanta iva murtiman shmashana chaitya pratimu bhushitopi bhayankaraha. He looked like the wish-fulfilling Kalpavriksha tree, like the very personification of the spring season, and like a large altar at the cremation ground. Even being adorned with various ornaments, he looked utterly dreadful. Avekshamano vaidehim kopasanraktalochanaha uvacha ravanasitam bhujangahiva nishvasan. Looking at Devi Vaidehi, eyes reddened with anger, sighing heavily like a hissing snake, Ravana spoke thus. Anayenabhisampannamarthahinamanuvrate nashayamyahamadhyatvam suryasandhyamivaujasa. O one who follows a wealthless man whom you have attained unlawfully, I shall destroy you today, just as the sun destroys twilight with his radiance. Ityuktva maithilim raja Ravana shatru ravanaha Sandidesha tatah sarva Rakshasir ghora darshanaha. Having spoken thus to Devi Maithili, King Ravana, the tormentor of his enemies, commanded all the ferocious Rakshasis thus. Ekakshimeka karnancha karnapravaranam tatha gokarnim hastikarnim cha lambakarnim akarnikam. He addressed the ones who had a single eye, a single ear, who was covered in ears, who had the ears of a cow, of an elephant, who had an elongated ear, and the one who had no ears. Hastipadyashvapadyau cha gopadim padachulikam ekakshimekapadim cha prithupadim apadikam. He addressed the ones who had the feet of an elephant, of a horse, of a cow, and the one whose feet were covered in hair. He addressed the single-eyed, single-footed, the large-footed, and the feetless Rakshasis. Atimatra shirogrivam, Atimatra kuchodarim, Atimatrasya netrancha, Dirghajihvamajihvikam, Anasikam simhamukhim, Gomukhim sukarimukhim. He addressed the ones who had a long neck, a large head, who had large breasts and bellies, who had a large face and large eyes, who had a long tongue, who had no tongue at all, who had no nose, who had the face of a lion, of a cow, and a pig. Yatha madvashaga Sita, Kshipram bhavati Janaki, Tatha kuruta rakshasyaha, Sarvah kshipram samityacha. O all of you Rakshasis, this Sita who is here, make this Janaki submit to my will immediately. Pratilomanulomaischa samadhanadibhedanaihi avarjayata vaidehim dandasyodhyamaninacha. By forcible or favorable means, by the tactics of Sama, Dana, Danda or Bheda, convert Vaidehi through whichever means necessary. Iti pratisamadishya Rakshasendrah punah punah Kamamanyuparitatma Janakim paryatarjayat. Thus, repeating his instructions to the Rakshasis again and again, the king of Rakshasas, burning with the fire of lust, threatened Devi Janaki with his index finger. Upagamya tatah shighram Rakshasi dhyana malini Parishvajya dashagrivam vachanam abravit. Then a Rakshasi by the name of Dhyana Malini approached the 10-headed Ravana at once, embraced him, and spoke the following words. Maya krida maharaja Sitaya kim tavanaya Vivarnaya kripanaya Manushya rakshaseshvara. O great king, sport with me. O Lord of Rakshasas, what use is this lackluster, wretched human Sita to you? Nunamasya maharaja Nadivyan bhogasattaman Vidadhatyamarashreshthastava bahubalarjitam. O great king, O best of the immortals, she surely does not deserve the celestial pleasures and luxuries earned by the strength of your arms. Akamang kamayanasya Shariramupatapyate Icchanting kamayanasya Pritir bhavati shobhana. Desiring someone with no desire for you will only burn up your body. Desiring someone who desires you back will result in wonderful pleasures of enjoyment. Eva muktastu rakshasya samutkshiptastato bali prahasan megha sankasho rakshasah sanyavartata. Having spoken to thus, the mighty Rakshasa, who resembled a rain cloud, felt uplifted and turned back. Prasthitah sadashagrivaha Kampayanniva medini Jvalad bhaskara varnabham Pravivesha niveshanam. The 10-headed Ravana, with his steps which seemed to shake the very earth, returned to his own palace, which glowed with the brightness of the sun. Deva Gandharva Kanyascha नागकन्याश्च सर्वतः परिवार्य दशग्रीवं विविशुस्तं गृहोत्तमम्. The daughters of the Devas, Gandharvas and Nagas accompanying him too turned around and followed him into his excellent palace. Samaithilim dharmaparam avasthitam pravepamanam paribhartsya ravanaha vihaya sitam madanena mohitaha svameva veshma pravivesha bhaswaram. Having abused and threatened Devi Maithili, who was trembling in fear but still steadfast in her dharma, Ravana, who was deluded with lust, left her and entered his radiant palace. Ityarshe Shrimad Ramayane Sundarakande Dvavimsha Sargaha. Thus, the 22nd chapter in Sundarakanda of Valmiki Ramayanam is complete.